the host that I am eventing. So, hey everyone, hi, welcome or welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about all the books I'm going to be reading in December, all of my December reading plans. And I don't really have a lot to say. So I will say that if you are new here and you've never watched one of my videos before, then I'm Shelly and I love books and reading. It's one of the things that gives me a lot of joy in my life. And if you also really enjoy books and reading, I would encourage you to subscribe and stick around. Now without any other rambling on, let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. I feel kind of cheeky saying this, but I know there are other events going on, but the only event that matters, at least to me, is December Rereadathon. And I only say that because it's an event that I am hosting, or as I was gonna say, it's a host that I am eventing. So I am hosting December Rereadathon. I'm not remembering anything. It is Remember December Rereadathon. And it's all about rereading in December. And there are prompts. I will actually leave the information to the announcement video linked down below if this is piquing your interest. The heart of the readathon is to do some rereading, picking up books that you've read before, that you've either forgotten about, that you've loved, and the whole event is hosted by myself and a bunch of other wonderful co-hosts. And so I would really encourage you to join in if this sounds like your kind of thing. So I definitely am going to be rereading a couple of books, and I grabbed the wrong one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to be reading, Harry decided to join us. I'm going to be reading Charlotte Brontes' Jane Eyre. I read this, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. I really, really love this book. It's a chunkster, and it was like my gateway into liking Victorian literature. And to me, it was one of the things that made me really start liking what I had thought back then was like classical literature, even though now, I mean, I have a pretty loose definition of classics, but if we're talking about the ancients, this is not ancient. This is written very modern. This is very modern compared to the ancients, but it really made me love the ancients, and this really made me love Victorian literature, not ancient literature. And I feel very grateful to this book for that. And Harry's being silly, so I'm gonna put this down, but this is one of my rereads. The next book I'm rereading has a little bit of context, and I'm gonna invite you to read this as well. Sarah at Hardcover Hearts, if you follow her channel, or if you don't, I will leave her linked down below. She's amazing. And so Sarah puts together this reading group in which they start the year off reading 84 Charing Cross Road by Helen H as their first read to set the tone for the year. Well, I read 84 Charing Cross Road by Helen H a few months ago, and I fell in love. I fell in love with that book. I love that book so much. And so as I made a whole review video about, gushing about this amazing book, she and several other people reached out and invited me to join in to read 84 Charing Cross Road as my first read of 2024. And I was delighted to be invited, and I'm gonna do the same for you. If you want to read a sweet, kind, warm-hearted, but not too sweet book entitled 84 Charing Cross Road, then I would encourage you to do so and join in and start off your year reading that. It's very, very short. It will take you no time at all, and it is a delightful book. What a mess. My lights aren't even on. I'm gonna plug them in. There's a lot of uncertainty about what else I want to reread. I have a couple of things that I want to pick up and maybe read a portion of the book. I'm not sure yet. And so, you know, these are those two books, Jane Eyre and Helen H's book, are the two that are kind of my for sure's for December. But everything else, I don't know. We're flying by the seat of our pants over here. Or at least I'm flying by the seat of my pants over here. So the next book, I actually have to pull it up because I don't know much about it. So it is Ohio by Stephen Markley. This is I'm reading this with an online book club, not an online book club, an offline book club that I'm in. And we call ourselves the Up to No Good Book Club. And so this month's pick for my book club, or the book club for which I attend, is Ohio by Stephen Markley. If you all have read this, let me know how you liked it, or if you didn't like it, please fill me in, because I don't know much about it. It's like 4 former high school students converge on their hometown in northeastern Ohio. Not surprised it's set in Ohio. It says it toggles between the perspectives of each person. There's unforgettable characters, dark secrets, old regrets, and bitter betrayals. So, I don't know. It was suggested by someone in the group, and I was like, sure. That's how I felt. I'll have to get it from my library or buy it on my Kindle. I'm not too worried about it, but I will be reading Ohio sometime in December. Next, I know that I am going to be reading John le Carré's Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. That name gets me every time. I have been super curious about John le Carré over the last 2 weeks or something. I don't know. I also own this on my Kindle, and I'm going to be reading it with my friend Anita. And so we've made a plan to read that. And I'm excited because from what I've heard, he has slow-moving, thoughtful, incredibly literary, like mystery books or mystery thrillers, often set during the Cold War, and that sounds like me. I've heard that there is a bleakness to his writing, though, so I'm not totally sure how festive that's gonna feel. And then, that's really it. I don't have a ton to report on. I don't know. There's so much, y'all. I really owe you all and myself. I owe everything. Like, I need to do a life update. Not that anything has really profoundly changed in terms of stuff, but I just want to sit down and chat and talk about, what's going on. And I want to do that with you all. So, I know this is the end of the video, and I've talked through my sort of sparse TBR. There's not a lot there. There's not a lot of meatiness. I don't have big ambitions for the end of the year, both in terms of content or in terms of reading. I'm super happy with my reading life, and I have just, wow, there's just been a lot going on, and I want to share. And again, it's more about small wins, little surprises, little stressors, and just, talking about life and moving through the world. So I'm going to make a little promise to myself and you all right now that I want to give you all a life update soon. And then, we're just barreling towards the end of the year. So what are you all reading in December? Please let me know. Are you going to be reading anything? Let me know that as well. And yeah, that's it for me. So thank you so much for watching. I'm eternally grateful for you all. You have no idea. And I will see you all